Buying a house from a developer here in Jamaica is way different from buying it on the open market. And here's why. That it has been 3 years, that's the longest part of the process. You have to know which process works for you. Welcome and welcome back to the side of the internet where we share life lessons and things they simply don't teach. If this kind of content interests you, join the family and press that red subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, welcome back. Let's get into it. Have you ever wondered how to purchase a property from a developer here in Jamaica? A brand new home that no one has ever lived in? Well, I'll walk you through the steps of how to make it happen. Step number one, get on the list. Ask around, keep your ears on the ground so that you know when a developer is about to embark on a new project. If they have a website, subscribe to a newsletter or check the website frequently. Also, if they don't have a website and they might have a social media page, send them an email and let them know you want to know how much is for the property, what's the timeline to complete, so that you are in the know if this is a project that you want to buy into. For some developers to get on the list to say you will get one of these model homes, you have to submit your pre-approval letter, your deposit, and your closing costs. Your closing costs would include, legal fees as well, but the developer and their attorneys will take care of that. Step number two, the waiting process. You're gonna have to wait for, of course, the house to build from ground to livable. But this is the time where I encourage you to save as much as you can. Save for your furniture, save for your any renovation projects that you may want to do when the house is complete. Save up in this period. Cause you have a good little time to wait. But pray that them not drag it out too much that you want to move and you can't move as yet. Um, I know Go Developers is one that a lot of persons have been buying into. A lot of my friends and persons that I know have been buying into. So I'll say check out Go Development, and there are several others. I will put them here on the screen, probably leave some links to their websites in the description box so that you can check it out and ensure that you get on the list. When the house is close to completion, the developers will ask you to come in and sign the sales agreement. Because, yeah, they already have a deposit and your closing costs from before. Remember that? Now they want you to start the handover process. So you go in and you sign the sales agreement. They have their own attorneys. All you have to do is ensure that the bank you will be going with is aware of this process. After you sign the sale agreement, the developer will provide you with a surveyor's report. Of course, this is something that you will take to the bank along with the sales agreement so you can get the commitment letter. I mentioned this in my other video on process of buying a house on the open market, so you can check that out. When you get the commitment letter, the bank has already done their checks to ensure that the developer that is selling you the property actually owns the property and everything is in good standing for them to give you the mortgage. The bank will do their adjudication to see if they want to lend you this money to purchase your development home. As soon as the bank has said, yes, I am good to lend you money, they will provide you with a letter of undertaking. This letter of undertaking you will provide to the developer's attorney. And once the developer has received it, they will notify you that they're in receipt of the letter of undertaking. So what's next? So when the property has been completed, and you know what time for your movie? Not yet. The developers are going to provide you with a certificate of completion from the surveyor, and an inspection will be done. Inspecting to ensure that everything is up to code, the plumbing and the electrical is good, so it is living ready. After you've gotten the certificate of completion, you will provide that to the bank and they will start the process of transferring the funds, and the title will be transferred in your name at this point. Once the developer is in receipt of these funds from the bank, you'll have the final signing over process. Some developers have this cute welcome package that they give you with the keys and some, need to know information and directions on to where to find your property in the development scheme, of course. But before you can move in, there will be a walkthrough with yourself and an official from the developers organization to ensure that everything is up to par. This is where if you wear glasses, make sure you clean them. You gotta make sure that you are paying attention to everything so you can point out any issues to them before you move in. So if something is missing, if the cabinet them upside down, stop. People make mistakes. They want to ensure that the house is perfect for when you are ready to move in. If there are no issues with the property, you can get the keys and it's time to sort out what time you will be moving into your property. But if there are issues that you have noted, the developer will do the different corrections and another walkthrough will be done. Please note that some developers give you up to 6 months to advise them of any issues that you may have and they will fix it. And just like that, you have your own home, brand new. You are the first to live in that property, or maybe you're purchasing it as an investment home to earn some income from whether it's Airbnb or rent it out on long-term rental. The longest part of this process is the waiting on it to be built. That's the longest part of the process. I remember when I was in the house hunting market, I reached out to a developer, found out the cost of it at the time. This is before groundbreaking even took place. This is when he was surveying the land and clearing the land. And I'm going to tell you that it has been 3 years and that development has not finished. So you have to know which process works for you. If purchasing on the open market because you need something to move in right now, or purchasing from a developer, you have some time where you are, you're comfortable, you can wait until the development is finished. So keep that in mind when determining which route to take when purchasing a property. Now that you are no longer in the dark and you know how you can purchase a property from a developer, why don't you start? Think about it. Is it something that you'd want to do? Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you learned something new, and let me know, do you have a home from a developer, or do you want to purchase a home from a developer? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time for another video as we navigate life together.